So, C reading, children speak up. Why? Here it is addressed to the children, and children are advised to speak up. What is speak and what is up again? Speak, it is a verb. Up, it is a preposition or adverb. These two put together, speak up, it gives us another meaning. Speak up means to express yourself. చెప్పండి, మీకు ఏంటి బాధ, మీకు ఏంటి కావాలి చెప్పండి, కమాన్. అది కమాన్, టెల్, స్పీక్ అప్. అగైన్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ ఫ్రాజల్ వెర్బ్. సో ఇట్ ఈస్ అడ్రస్డ్ టు ద చిల్డ్రన్ అండ్ దే ఆర్ రిక్వెస్టెడ్ టు స్పీక్ ఆన్, టు ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ దెమ్సెల్వ్స్. దట్ ఈస్ ద టైటిల్ హియర్, చిల్డ్రన్ స్పీక్ అప్. Children speak up, there is a comma here. If there is no comma there, children speak up, children మాట్లాడారు అని ఒక మీనింగ్ చేంజ్ అయిపోతుంది. దట్ డిఫరెన్స్ దిస్ క్యారీస్, దిస్ కామా క్యారీస్. అంత పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఆ కామాలో ఉంది. చిల్డ్రన్ స్పీక్ అప్, మాట్లాడండిరా, మీకు ఏంటి కావాలో చెప్పండిరా. మనం ఏం చేస్తామంటే పిల్లలు మాట్లాడుతున్నప్పుడు చెప్ నర్మై అంటాం. పిల్లల్ని ఎప్పుడు కూడా అట్లా కసురుకోకూడదు, వాళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తున్నారో వినాలి. ఇన్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది థింగ్స్ దే ఎన్లైటన్ అస్, మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది థింగ్స్ వాళ్ళు చెప్పడం వల్ల మనకి బోల్డ్ తెలుస్తాయి. మనం వాళ్ళని మాట్లాడకుండా అడ్డేసామనుకోండి, వీ విల్ బికమ్ ఇగ్నోరెంట్, మనకు కొన్ని విషయాలు తెలియకుండా పోతాయి. సో చిల్డ్రన్ స్పీకప్, వాళ్ళని ఎంకరేజ్ చేయాలి, మాట్లాడండి అని. దే ఆల్సో హ్యావ్ ది కెపాసిటీ, దే ఆల్సో స్పీక్. వెన్ ట్రీస్ కెన్ స్పీక్, వై నాట్ చిల్డ్రన్? అది ఆ డిఫరెన్స్ అక్కడ, ఆ సమానత్వం. ట్రీసే మాట్లాడతాయా? నో, చిల్డ్రన్ కెన్ ఆల్సో స్పీక్. మెనీ టైమ్స్ దే టీచ్ అస్ మెనీ థింగ్స్. రైట్? సో లెట్ us see who wanted the children to speak, what they spoke. This is an extract from a speech given by Seven Suzuki, a 13-year-old girl from Canada, on June 11, 1992 at the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. And there are all the countries, they make summits. They think how to save the earth, how to save the environment, how to save a specific species of an animal or a specific specimen of a bird, how to save it, how to protect it. These are there, they put some norms over there so that the earth, every country on the earth should take up and put up and save that species, or the bird or the animal or the earth or the pollute air or the water, whatsoever. They put the norms, and in that they take the opinion from many countries about what we are doing. There it happened, a child of 13 years old, 13 ఏళ్ళ అమ్మాయి ఏం మాట్లాడుతుంది? ఆడే చిన్నపిల్లడు రా, వదిలే. Let us not think చిన్నపిల్లడు. వెరీ రీసెంట్లీ ఐ వాజ్ రీడింగ్ ఇన్ సమ్ న్యూస్ పేపర్, ఒక చిన్న 8 ఏళ్ళ కుర్రాడు, సిఇఓ ఆఫ్ అవర్ ఇది గూగుల్లో ఏదో సిఇఓ ఉన్నాడు కదా, నాదెండ్ల, అతనికి ఇతను ఒక ప్రాజెక్ట్ చూపించాడు. అది మనకి ఒక వీడియో ఉంది, ప్రతి చోట వస్తుంది. చూడండి, హౌ హీ కుడ్ ఏబుల్ టు స్పీక్, హౌ హీ కుడ్ ఏబుల్ టు ప్రజెంట్ ఇట్. ఎట్లాగొచ్చే ఆ స్కిల్స్, 8 ఏళ్ళ కుర్రాడు. అండ్ వెరీ రీసెంట్లీ ఐఎమ్ రీడింగ్ అగైన్ ఏ 11 years old student, he is completing his graduation. నేను గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ కంప్లీట్ చేసేసరికి నా వయస్సు 27 years. When I have completed my post graduation, I am almost retired from a service మీన్స్ 57, 56 ఇయర్స్ 58 ఇయర్స్ వచ్చేసి అప్పుడు పోస్ట్ గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్ చేశారు. బట్ హియర్ ద బాయ్ ఆఫ్ 11 years ఈజ్ కంప్లీటింగ్ హిస్ గ్రాడ్యుయేషన్. Means what I want to say is they too have the skills, capacities that we have to recognize and that we have to develop within him. Then they have no limits. They can do wonders. So here the Savan Suzuki, 13 years old girl, she spoke where at the Earth Summit in Rio de Janeiro. She could able to speak standing over there. If I am to stand here in a class, if it is a new students for me, a new set of students, it is certain that my legs will be shaking, my hands will be shivering. Certain. I may be groping for the words. She has spoken in front of great people, a set of great people I can say, who have come to attend Earth Summit from different countries. How you think? Right? So, what did she speak? How it influenced other people? And we are lucky, an extract has been given here, very short one. Let us read it and try to understand. Yeah? Hello, I am Savan Suzuki, speaking for ECO, the Environmental Children Organization. What does ECO stand for? Environmental Children's Organization. We are a group of 4, 12 and 13 years olds from Canada trying to make a difference. When I say satire, SETI, Morgan Gisler, Michael A. Quick and me, we raised all the money ourselves to come 6,000 miles to tell you adults that you must change your ways. If a tree could speak, if a tree could talk, right, that was different, don't cut me. Here a child, if it could speak, it spoke. The child spoke. What did she say? The child warned the adults, every adult of the world. And we have collected the money ourselves to travel this 6,000 kilometers to come and attend this Earth Summit. Why? We have something to tell you. You should hear. Simply, she had dictated all the members over there. What did she say? Hello, I am Savan Suzuki, speaking for ECO. ECO is an abbreviation without dots in between. You can see what is that one? Environmental Children's Organization. We are a group of 4. There are only 4 people in my group. All are 12 to 13 years old from Canada, trying to make a difference. We want to make something different. Who are these? One is Vanessa City, Morgan Gisler, Michael Quake and me. We are the 4. These are the names. What do we want to say? We raised all the money ourselves to come 6,000 miles to tell you adults that you must change your ways. Why? You are adult already, you have lived your life. But we have to live further. The future is ours. And what you people are doing is you are spoiling our future. That is what she wanted to tell. In the first sentence itself, she told, I want to tell something different for you people. And so I traveled all the way 6,000 kilometers and attending here. And I want to warn you adults. మీరు ఇంత పెద్దవాళ్ళు అయిపోయారు. మీకు జ్ఞానం చెప్పే శక్తి మాకు లేదు, కానీ ఒక సంగతి జ్ఞాపకం ఉంచుకోండి. అది ఆమె చెప్పింది, అంత పెద్ద మాట చెప్పేసింది. ఐ ఆమ్ హియర్ టు స్పీక్ ఫర్ ఆల్ ఫ్యూచర్ జనరేషన్స్ టు కమ్. ఐ ఆమ్ నాట్ టాకింగ్ అబౌట్ మై సెల్ఫ్ అండ్ ఓన్లీ దిస్ జనరేషన్. దెర్ ఆర్ మెనీ మోర్ జనరేషన్స్ యెట్ టు కమ్. ఎన్నో జనరేషన్స్ రావాలి, వస్తాయి. ఆ అన్ని జనరేషన్స్కి కూడాను నేను రిప్రజెంట్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఇక్కడ నిలబడ్డాను. వాళ్ళ వాట్ ఆర్ దేర్ వాంట్స్ ఐ వాంట్ టు టెల్ యూ పీపుల్. వాట్ యు ఆర్ స్పాయిలింగ్, హౌ యు ఆర్ స్పాయిలింగ్ దేర్ లైఫ్. దే హ్యావ్ నాట్ కమ్, దే హ్యావ్ నాట్ కమ్ ఇన్ టు ఎగ్జిస్టెన్స్ హియర్, బట్ స్టిల్ యు ఆర్ స్పాయిలింగ్ దేర్ లైఫ్. I am here to speak for all future generations to come. I am here to speak on behalf of all the starving children around the world whose cries go unheard. I am here to speak for the countless animals dying across the planet because they have nowhere left for them, left to go. What is she speaking about? She is speaking about this generation who are starving. Some thousands and thousands or millions of children are there, they are starving. And about them, to speak about them, I am here. To represent them, I am here. There are many species of animals and birds, they are dying each year. I am representing them. I stand here for them. Why? I feel these children, dying children, or these dying animal species, they don't have any representation anywhere. People are not bothering about it. I am here to speak about them. Where is she speaking? At the summit. చాలా పెద్ద సభది. ఆ సభకి వరల్డ్ నుంచి, ప్రతి కంట్రీ నుంచి ఒక రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ వస్తాడు. వరల్డ్ రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ అంటే తక్కువ చదువుకున్నవాడో అజ్ఞానం కాదు, పిహెచ్డీలు చేసిన వాళ్ళు వస్తారు, సైంటిస్టులు వస్తారు అక్కడికి. అంత పెద్ద మహాసభలోనూ చిన్న అమ్మాయి, 13 ఏళ్ళ అమ్మాయి తిట్టింది మనుషుల్ని. ఈ ప్రజెంట్ జనరేషన్లోనూ ఆకలి చావులు చస్తున్న పిల్లల గురించి మాట్లాడదామని వచ్చాను ఇక్కడికి. ఈ ప్రజెంట్ జనరేషన్లో, ప్రజెంట్ డేలోనూ చచ్చిపోతున్న యానిమల్స్, చచ్చిపోతున్న బర్డ్స్ గురించి మాట్లాడడానికి వచ్చాను ఇక్కడ నేను. దాట్ వాజ్ హర్ ఓపెనింగ్ స్పీచ్. ప్రజలు ఎలా వింటారో ఆలోచించండి. నౌ ఐ ఆమ్ అఫ్రైడ్ టు గో అవుట్ ఇన్ సన్ నౌ. ఇఫ్ ఐ గో అవుట్, ఐ ఆమ్ అఫ్రైడ్ ఐ మే హ్యావ్ సమ్ డిసీజ్. వై? ద సన్ ఈజ్ సో హాట్. ప్రతి వాడు అనేస్తాడు గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్, గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్. వాట్ ఈస్ దిస్ గ్లోబల్ వార్మింగ్? హౌ యూ ఆర్ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ దాట్? వై యామ్ ఐ రెస్పాన్సిబుల్ ఫర్ దట్? హౌ ఐఎమ్ కనెక్టెడ్ టు ఇట్? నోబడి వాంట్స్ టు థింక్. అర్రే, కిందటేడాది ఈ రోజుకి ఎంత వేడిగా ఉంది తెలుసా? అంతకన్నా వేడిగా ఉంది ఇవాళ. And last year the number of ACs fitted into the houses, and this year the companies producing the ACs, if you have the statistics, you are concerned about yourself. You are not bothered for the others. And how many houses have been built? How many skyscrapers have been erected? We are not bothering. Under what cost? At what cost we are doing this? We are not bothered. నాకు ఒక ఇండిపెండెంట్ ఇల్లు ఉంటే చాలు, దాంట్లో ఏసీ ఉంటే చాలు. దిస్ ఈజ్ వాట్ వీఆర్ థింకింగ్. అండ్ లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ హౌ మెనీ వెహికల్స్ ఆర్ దేర్ ఇన్ రోడ్? హౌ మెనీ ఫ్లైట్స్ వర్ దేర్? హౌ మెనీ ట్రైన్స్ వర్ దేర్? నో. I am to make a journey very urgently. I am to go. Your want is being supplied, but what is the want of those children who are dying with hunger? What is the want of those birds and animals which are dying? Has there anybody to think about all these things? చిన్న అమ్మాయి 13 ఏళ్ళ అమ్మాయి కడిగేసింది వాళ్ళని. సో బికాజ్ ఐ డోంట్ నో వాట్ కెమికల్స్ ఆర్ ఇన్ ఇట్, I am afraid to breathe in the air because I don't know what chemicals are there. If you go to GD Metla in the evening, 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, what will happen, you know? You feel breathless. ముక్కు మూసుకుని వెళ్ళాల్సి వస్తుంది అక్కడి నుంచి. ముక్కు మూసుకుంటే ఏం నడుస్తుంది అక్కడ? బట్ యూ హ్యావ్ టు డూ ఇట్ బికాస్ ద కెమికల్స్ ఆర్ లెఫ్ట్ ఇన్ టు ద ఎయిర్, public air. So, I used to go fishing in Vancouver, my hometown, with my dad until just a few years ago. We found the fish full of cancers, and now we hear about animals and plants dying, animals and plants going extinct every day, vanishing every day. The fishing people, why so far? In our house there used to be a cow and a buffalo. We used to enjoy when our grandmother used to milk the cow and the buffalo. Right? And now I am seeing the cows and buffaloes, they are walking on the road. They are walking. And the buses and the trucks and the cars and the vehicles, they are stopping over there and they are going on the roads. Why? They don't have fields where they can stop and where they can eat their food. See the pathetic condition of the animals. Can they give a good quality of milk to you? If at all they eat these polythene bags and the papers which are strewn, they do it, they eat it. And even I have seen the cows and the buffaloes eating the rags which have been thrown, oil smeared. They are eating. What they want as a food? They want green grass. They want the husk. They want the hay. They want grains. They are not getting that. They are getting something. And here, just think, if a man goes with a bucket to milk them, how they feel and how the man feels, and onlooker how they feel. Right? So here, the girl used to go for fishing with her daddy. 1 or 2 fish, nice. And most of the fish, they are having cancer. Take it, throw it again in the water. Very recently, in the coastal line in Chennai, oil it had come out, leaked from the vessels, and there is a layer of oil for kilometers together, and many fish died. Why? They too need air, and if a layer of oil is there on the water, the fresh air cannot go in. And the animals and the living creatures which are there in the ocean, they may not get fresh air. So they die. And the companies, they are leaving pollutants into the water, river water. And in the river also there are fish. They have to survive. And so they take anything. And those causing your cancer again. Fish is the healthiest food. Egg is the healthiest food. Not is. I shall have to put was. Fish was the healthiest food. Egg was the healthiest food. Why I put was with it? Now I don't know whether it is the healthiest food or not. What diseases will come to me? I don't know. If I eat that egg and that, you see the hen, the poultry trucks, they go and they supply the poultry to all the shops there. Just to see the truck. Why don't this bird flu come? You can see the trucks. They stink for kilometers together. They never have a wash up or a cleaning up. They don't have. If that is the hygiene over there in the truck, you can imagine where these chicken are being cared. Are they being taken care properly? The eggs, they are laid. And the area where the eggs are laid, is it a hygienic one? These are all the questions to come. And then automatically we may discard eating those eggs and these fish. That is what she said. I used to go along with my dad to catch the fish. Many fish I found with cancer. Many animals are dying. Many birds are getting extinct. People are not bothered for it. One day we had to show the picture only of a tiger, of a peacock, of a fish. This was the fish. That way we have to show the pictures to our children. Let us not get into that circumstances. So, here you may be delegates of your governments, business people, organizers, reporters, or politicians. What are the people gathered over there? The people may be some delegates from government. Delegate means representative. అంటే మన ఇంటి నుంచి మనం ఒక మ్యారేజ్కి ఎవరు పంపించామనుకోండి, హీ ఈజ్ ఎ డెలిగేట్ ఫ్రమ్ అవర్ హౌస్ టు అటెండ్ ది మ్యారేజ్. మనం ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ ఎవ్రీబడి వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ అండ్ అటెండింగ్ ఇట్, కానీ మనం ఒక్కడనే పంపించామనుకోండి, హీ ఈజ్ ఎ రిప్రజెంటేటివ్ ఫ్రమ్ అవర్ హౌస్. సో హీ కెన్ బి కాల్డ్ as a delegate. Means a person sent in a purpose, for a purpose, is called delegate. Delegates of your government, business people, organizers, reporters, and also are politicians. Maybe you people may be anything what I called now, but really you are mother and father, sister and brother, aunts and uncles, and all of you are someone's child. I am only a child, yet I know we are all part of a family. 5 billion strong, in fact 30 million species strong, and we all share the same air, water and soil. ఎక్కడ కనెక్షన్ చూడండి. You are all representative from your government. You are all representative from some business. You are all representative from organizations. You are reporters from some paper, newspaper. Or you may be representative from a government, politician you may be. But first of all, you are a father or a mother or an uncle or a grandfather or an aunt or a sister or a brother. You may be that. You may be that. Of what? Of this big family of 30 billion people. In fact, 5 billion people, in fact 30 million species strong, and we all share the same air. 30 million species we are on this earth, and we are 5 billion in counting. If at all I am counting individual, 5 billion. And if we are made a group, 30 million groups we are. And we are all breathing the same air. We are drinking the same water. We are using the same resource from the earth. Right? Borders and governments will never change that. I am only a child. Yet I know we are all in this together and should act as one single world towards one single goal. I may be a child, but what we are doing is we are dividing ourselves with these borders. Let us forget these borders. Let us be connected as a single unit. What for? To save this earth. And it is our bad luck, I will have to speak about it. I am speaking about it as a child. ఇన్ ఫ్రంట్ ఆఫ్ యూ. ఒక చిన్న పిల్లని నేను మాట్లాడగలుస్తున్నాను ఈ సంగతి. 5 బిలియన్ గ్రూప్లోంచి ఒక చిన్న నలుసుని 30 మిలియన్స్ గ్రూప్స్లోంచి ఒక చిన్న నలుసుని నేను వచ్చి మాట్లాడుతున్నాను అబౌట్ ది రిక్వైర్మెంట్ ఆఫ్ ది వరల్డ్. ఈ పెద్ద యూనిట్ ఎక్కడైతే మనం ఎయిర్ తీసుకుంటున్నాం, ఎక్కడైతే నీళ్లు తాగుతున్నాం, ఎక్కడ మన అవసరాలు తీర్చుకుంటున్నామో ఆ ఎర్త్ మీద ఒక చిన్న నలుసుని నేను మీకు చెప్పాల్సి వస్తుంది. ఐఎమ్ నాట్ బ్లైండ్, సారీ, ఇన్ మై యాంగర్ I am not blind, and in my fear I am not afraid to tell the world how I feel. When she is talking this, what were her feelings? Let us just think. Earlier only I said she was scolding everybody. She was warning everybody with a finger. And so she said, I am angry, but with this anger what shall I do? I do not know. Because unless you open your eyes and see to it, I am useless. I cannot show everything to you. I have the anger. I have the feeling. With this feeling, with this anger, what shall I have to do? I don't know. But I am not afraid and I am not blind. My anger is not covering my eyes. And my feeling is not just is a fear. I am not afraid. I want to show the fact. This is the fact. You should understand. I am only a child, yet I know if all the money spent on war was spent on ending poverty and finding environmental answers, what a wonderful place this earth would be. You see, this earth would have become a wonderful place to live in, where people are afraid to live, afraid to speak, afraid to express themselves. Why? There are wars. People are spending money on wars. If each and every pie which is spent on the wars, if it is spent on the people who are hungry, right? And if each and every paise which we are spending on wars, if that is spent on the environmental development, how peacefully we would have lived on this earth. Just put a mind on this. You are thinking that you are making your missiles, etc., and we are becoming very strong. And we are inventing, we are discovering new weapons, right? And spend that money on inventing something which is useful for the environment, cleaning the environment. Why don't you do it? I am very angry about this, about the attitude of each and every country and each and every countryman. But my eyes are not closed. I am not blind. And I have the fear. What is the fear? One day this earth may go and get extinct. I have the fear. But that fear, with that fear, I am not keeping mum. I want to tell, and I am telling you. So, at school, even in kindergarten, you teach us how to behave in the world. Go to kindergarten. What is being taught to us? We are being taught how I should behave in the world. Manners are being taught to me in the kindergarten. Why you people are forgetting that thing which has been taught there in the first level of your schooling? See the question. A 13 years old girl is asking that. So, I am only a child, yet I know if all the money spent on the wars was spent on ending poverty and finding environmental answers, what a wonderful place this earth would be. At school, even in kindergarten, you teach us how to behave in the world. You teach us not to fight with others. You teach us how to share. Right? Of course, that is not there. We are teaching now how to share. right? And to work things out, to respect others, to clean up of mess, not to hurt other creatures, to share, not to be greedy. These are all the things we were taught in the very beginning of the schooling. Has not that been taught to you? Has not that been taught to you? This is a question, but she did not question it. She is telling, we have been taught. We have been taught all these things. Right? And next, then, why do you go out and do the things you tell us not to do? You tell all of the things, but you do it yourself. Whatever you teach us, but you don't follow. Where are you teaching? You are teaching that to us in kindergarten. We remember still, though I am 13 years old, I remember. If it has been taught to us, somebody must have taught to you. Why don't you follow it? If you don't follow, you expect us to follow. How come? See, 13 years old girl, she is questioning, and rather she is threatening the people, representative, very rich people, very intelligent people, and people of wisdom. She is questioning, putting the finger like this. Do not forget why you are attending these conferences. Just simply going and attending the conference, sightseeing, and again you will go back to your country. Don't forget why you are attending this. Means, don't forget that you have spent a valuable amount from your country, which belongs to each and every poor child. You have been sent here as a representative from your country, and your country is spending some money on you, and that money belongs to each and every poor, hungry child. Every paise, if it is diverted for environmental answers, it would have been better. That is what she said. Remember that you are spending the money. So, do not forget why you are attending these conferences. You are doing this for your own children. I don't want to warn. Simply think, when you are attending this conference, something worthwhile, you start from here. Something which has a worth, you have to start. If the conference is there, everybody come, they speak, people hear, people doze in the chair, or they go sightseeing, and after that 3 to 4 days have a very luxurious life here and go back to their country. Submit some paper, and that paper will be lying somewhere. Don't do this. Try to understand that you are coming here and speaking for your own children. That way she is warning again. You are deciding what kind of world we will grow up in. Why this conference is, you are deciding what kind of world we should have for our children, for the growth of our children, that you are going to decide in this conference. Parents should be able to comfort their children by saying everything is going to be all right. It is not the end of the world. We are doing the best we can. But I don't think you can say that to us anymore. Are we even on your list of priorities? You are coming here, you have glasses of waters and some soft drinks here. Everything is there, biscuits also there. Tea may be also served. You enjoy this tea, those biscuits, this soft drinks, that water, everything. You hear, you doze here, everything. But you never bother, you are gathering here to decide our future. If such people are here, how we can think that we are protected? And you people are taking care of ourselves. How can we think? So, but I don't think you can say that to us anymore. We Are we even on your list of priorities? You talk about the clouds, you talk about the factories, pollution, sound pollution, air pollution, water pollution, and you are talking about ozone layer. You may be talking about the growing heat every day or global warming, you may be. But have you ever thought about your own children? How they survive on this earth? Ever do you think about it? No, I'm very sure no. So, my dad always says, you are what you do, not what you say. Then, if at all you are to be recognized, you should be recognized by what you do, but not you should not be recognized by what you say. My dad used to say, it is not me. He says, do something and get recognition. And he says, don't say something and get recognition. What I see here is you want recognition only for your saying here, speaking here, talking here. Don't get it. Do something. What you do makes me cry at night. You grown ups say you love us. I challenge you. Please make your actions reflect your words. Thank you for listening. And every time you say that, you grown ups, what you say is, you love us. You love your children. You say many things. But at times, whenever I go to bed, many nights I have spent sleepless nights. I cry. Why? You say something and you do something. You never care for us. So, you are talking, no? Then only thing what I request is, reflect that you are talking in your action. Try to put that you are talking into action. Then I will be thankful to you. Thank you for listening. This is what the girl said in an assembly of intellectuals, politicians, representative from many walks of the people, and journalists even. Maybe there are one or two poets, one or two writers, one or two something. There, a 13 years old girl, she spoke this. Means, indirectly she scolded every adult. And it has been done in 1992. Now, 8 plus 16, 24 plus 13, that girl would have attained womanhood now. And have we changed anything from that date to this date? If I want to say, I'm afraid to say, maybe we have not done anything. No government must have, no representative must have taken care of her words. It has been printed. She must have been awarded. Her writings must have been, what we can say, got acclaim from all walks of the people. But whatever she said, has that been implemented? No. Still I have seen many houses, many children, their parents, what they do is simply shut up and hear me. How far can we make them silent? Let us be independent, let them speak. Let us do a certain thing that the growth of the child is a healthy growth. That is the concern here. So these three pieces of a lesson. One is here, they plant a tree. If a tree could speak or talk, and again, children speak up. With this, what we are learning is we have to encourage the children, come on, speak up, because we can learn many things. That way we have finished these three, and this little boy and a kind tree we will see now. So in the lesson Plant a Tree, we have some questions. We may question how we are getting oxygen. How do we get oxygen? Because the plants prepare their own food through photosynthesis. They take in carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is separated, carbon and oxygen, and that oxygen is coming into the environment. We are getting oxygen. How are trees useful? There are many uses of the trees. We use the trees in many ways. Wood, we make furniture, we build houses, and medicinal trees are there, right? Likewise, and rubber trees are there, we use rubber. And with the wood, we are making paper. With wood, we are making many other things. And mainly, trees are giving us food, water, and fresh air. These are all the things we have to write. And for every question, see here, how are trees useful to us? First one itself. We know the uses of the trees, so we can write it. Second, how is starch prepared by trees? Through photosynthesis. They take in carbon dioxide and water from the ground. And in the presence of sun rays, the carbon dioxide will be split into carbon and oxygen. Oxygen is liberated into the air, atmospheric air, and that carbon is turned into starch. Thus the plants or trees are making their starch. That way we are answering. Means 1 or 2 lines or 3 lines we are to write for each and every question. So in the place of what we are supplying and remaining we are writing as it is from the question. So now after that, what vocabulary we have here? If you see, there are certain lines, 5 sentences are there from this extract. You have to read it very carefully and you are to identify whether it is a true statement or false statement. ఇక్కడ 5 స్టేట్మెంట్లు ఇచ్చారు. ఈ 5 స్టేట్మెంట్లు చదివి పుస్తకంలో ఉన్న విధంగా ఉన్నాయా లేదా అవి, పుస్తకంకి సరిపోయేగా ఇది ట్రూవా ఫాల్సా, ఇది మనం చెప్పుకోవాలి. సో అది చెప్పుకోగలిస్తే మనకి ఆ 5 మార్క్స్లో మళ్ళీ 5 మార్క్స్ వస్తాయి. నెక్స్ట్ వొకాబులరీలోను అండర్ పార్ట్ ఏ, అండర్ పార్ట్ బి, we have certain words here and certain meaning here. We have to match it. Oxygen. What is oxygen? Is it useful for trees? Useful for human beings? Or is it as juice or milk? Or water drops in the air? Or important part of a food produced by the tree? Oxygen is useful for the human beings. Here it is there. So, useful for human life. Carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is useful for the plants, trees. Next is starch. Starch is important part of our food produced by trees. First one. And next, sap. Sap is here juice or milk from trees. If we jab a tree trunk, it will be giving something liquid that is called as sap. Right? And here again, why so far gourd is there? Anapakaya. ఆనపకాయ లేతగా ఉందో ముదరగా ఉందో చూడడానికి మనం గోరుపెట్టి గుచ్చుతాం. గోరుపెట్టి గుచ్చిన తర్వాత కష్టంగా దిగి ముదరగా ఉందని వదిలేస్తాం, కానీ అటుపక్క తిరిగి చూడం. ఆ గోరుపెట్టి గుచ్చిన తర్వాత మనం చూస్తే దాంట్లోంచి చిన్న వాటర్ ఓ లిక్విడ్ వస్తుంది బయటికి. దాట్ ఈస్ కాల్డ్ సాప్. రైట్? వ్యాపర్. వ్యాపర్ ఈజ్, it is nothing but the water drops in the air in form of gas. That way we are matching. And again under 2 and 2 here, there in the center there is a rectangle, in that it is written furniture. We know many trees and all these trees give us wood. They don't give us wood, but we take wood from it. So which are the trees? They give wood or we take wood for our furniture. Neem tree we have, mango we have, Devadar, teak wood, we have ebony, mahogany, we have. Likewise, we have to write. Whereupon, with the wood, we are making furniture. Those trees' names we have to write. 1, 2, 3. Sorry, furniture he has given. And furniture, what are the furniture we make with wood? Many we have. Chairs are there, tables are there, benches are there, even stools are there, cots are there, right? And everything, these are all made of your wood furniture which we make. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10th one he has already shown table. Now here medicinal plants. Medicinal plant neem tree he has given. The other medicinal plant, whichever we know it is a medicinal plant, that name we have to write here. Plants. Tulasi is there, medicinal one, right? And any plant, even we have recently, what is it one? We are having in soaps, etc. Right? Olive plant is there, oil they take, okay? And castor, the oil we use in medicine there, okay? And many other we have this what we call as many more. Even if your chili is there, it is a medicinal. I said from that we get medicine, right? So those names we have to write. One name he has given 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 are there again. We have to write 9 names, and which we use as the medicinal plants where we know it, right? And next, what we have under grammar is, many times we say something. We hear also many times. నువ్వు చదివితే, నువ్వు బాగా చదివితే, నీకు ఫస్ట్ క్లాస్ మార్కులు వస్తే నీకు గన్ను కొని పెడతా, నీకు బైక్ కొని పెడతా. ఇలాగా మనం చాలా మాటలు విన్నాం. విన్న తర్వాత మనం చదవకుండా ట్రై చెయ్యం. ఎందుకంటే అలాగే కొంటారు గన్ను, ఎలాగే కొంటారు సైకిల్, వై ఐ షుడ్ రీడ్ ఇట్ అని వదిలేస్తాం. కానీ ఈ చెప్పడం అన్నది ఎలా చెప్తున్నాం అంటే ఒక చిన్న కండిషన్ పెట్టారన్నమాట మనకి ఇంట్లో. ఏం పెట్టారు? కండిషన్. వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ కండిషన్? దిస్ కండిషన్ ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పుట్, ద రిజల్ట్ విల్ బి గుడ్. అంటే నువ్వు బాగా చదివితే అని ఒక కండిషన్ పెట్టారు. ఏం చేస్తాం? నీకు బైక్ కొనిస్తాను, సో నువ్వు ఇది చేస్తే ఇది ఇస్తాను. ఇది రెండు కూడాను ఒక కండిషన్. ఇది కండిషను, ఇది రిజల్ట్. అంటే ఒక రిజల్ట్ కావాలంటే మనకి ఒక కండిషన్ పెడతాం. నువ్వు ఇలా చేస్తే ఇలాగ అవుతుందిరా అబ్బాయి, రైట్? నువ్వు పరిగెట్టుకుంటూ వెళితే బండి పట్టుకోగలవు, బస్సు ఎక్కగలవు, నువ్వు టైంలో వెళితే బస్సు ఎక్కగలవు. అంటే ఈ వెళితే, చేస్తే, చదివితే ఇవన్నీ కూడా కండిషన్స్. అయితే అలాంటిది మనం ఇంగ్లీష్లో ఎలా చెప్పుకోవాలి అంటే ఇఫ్ అన్నది పెట్టుకుని చెప్పుకోవాలి. ఎలాగుంటుంది? ఇఫ్ యూ గో దేర్, నువ్వు అక్కడికి వెళ్తే, ఈ ఇఫ్ యూ గో దేర్ అన్నది కొంచెం జాగ్రత్త చూస్తే ఎలా రాస్తున్నాం. దట్ ఈస్ గ్రామర్. If you see these two sentences, if you go there, I will meet you. If you read well, you will be rewarded. Here, this if, it shows the condition for what? Meeting. My meeting you is dependent on this. What is that one? If you go there, నువ్వు అక్కడికి వెళ్తే నిన్ను కలుస్తాను రా అబ్బాయి, అక్కడికి వెళ్తే, చదివితే, ఇలా చేస్తే, అవన్నీ కూడా మనం ఇఫ్తో మనం చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. అగైన్ హియర్ ఇఫ్ యూ రీడ్ వెల్ యూ విల్ బీ అవార్డెడ్. ఇక్కడ మనం ఏమిటి చూడాలి? వీ కెన్ సీ టూ థింగ్స్ హియర్. వన్ ఈజ్, హియర్ ఈజ్ ఏ పార్ట్ ఆఫ్ ది సెంటెన్స్, హియర్ కామా ఇస్ దేర్, here is another part of the sentence. Right? What is this part of the sentence? A part of a sentence having a final verb. A part of a sentence having a final verb is called as a clause. A part of a sentence having final verb will meet clause. Having here read, final verb, and here will be rewarded verb. So a part of a sentence having final verb is called as clause. Means in this sentence we have two clauses. We have two clauses, and this part doesn't have independent existence. This one, if you go there, it doesn't have independent existence. It cannot stand. ఏమిటైంది? If you go there, ఏంటైంది? Right? It doesn't give any complete meaning. Means it doesn't have complete existence. I will meet you, it has a complete meaning. A complete existence it has. అంటే దానికి ఒక విలువ ఉన్నది ఈ సెంటెన్స్కి. అలాంటి విలువ ఉన్న సెంటెన్స్ని మనం ప్రిన్సిపల్ క్లాజ్ అని కానీ మెయిన్ క్లాజ్ అని కానీ అనుకుంటాం. వాట్ ఈస్ ద మెయిన్ క్లాజ్? మెయిన్ క్లాజ్ ఈజ్ ద క్లాజ్ which is independent. It doesn't depend on any other thing for the meaning. It can give you the meaning. But here, it cannot give the complete meaning. Something has to be added here. That kind of part of sentence is called as a clause, but it is called as subordinate clause. Dependent clause. This clause is dependent on that. If that is not there, there is no meaning in it. Right? Aithe, because it is starting with if, it is called as conditional clause or if clause. దాన్ని ఏమని పిలుస్తారు? ఇఫ్ క్లాజ్ అని కానీ కండిషనల్ క్లాజ్ అని కానీ పిలుస్తారు. అయితే ఈ కండిషనల్ క్లాజ్ అయిన తర్వాత కామా పెట్టుకోవాలి. దట్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు రిమెంబర్. రాసుకుంటున్నప్పుడు కామా వచ్చేయాలి అక్కడ. Right? Or here it is the main clause. The main clause can be at the end of the sentence or in the beginning of the sentence also. అయితే బిగినింగ్ ఆఫ్ సెంటెన్స్కి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఎలాగుంటుంది స్ట్రక్చర్ చూద్దాం. సేమ్ థింగ్ ఐఎమ్ రైటింగ్, సీ టు హియర్. ఐ విల్ మీట్ యూ if you go there. What is the difference between these two and this one and this one? If you see, if clause is in the beginning, here if clause is in the end. Here after if clause we have the comma here, but here in between these two there is no comma. If clause can be in the beginning, if clause can be at the end. Here it is in the beginning, here it is the end. When if clause is the end, there is no comma in between two parts of the sentence. If the if clause is in the beginning, there is a comma in between two clauses. One. Second, the verb here, it is in simple present. If clause always carries the verb in simple present. That we have to remember. When it is simple present, here we use will with the verb. Meet is the verb. With this verb we are using will. It is a must. If he runs fast, he will catch the train. If he runs fast, he may catch the train. రైట్? అంటే ఫ్యూచర్ టెన్స్ చెప్పే ఒక హెల్పింగ్ వెర్బ్ మనం అక్కడ రాసుకోవాలి. ముందు దాంట్లో ఇది సింపుల్ ప్రజెంటే ఉంటుంది. అలాగే ఇక్కడ ఇఫ్ క్లాస్తో సింపుల్ ప్రజెంట్ రీడ్ వెల్. ఇక్కడ ఫ్యూచర్ విల్ బీ అవార్డెడ్, విల్ బీ రివార్డెడ్. దేర్ ఆల్సో దే హ్యావ్ షోన్ యూ టు అండ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ హ్యాస్ బీన్ ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్డ్ హియర్ ఆల్సో. దీంట్లో కూడా మనకి అదే చెప్పారు. ఇఫ్ క్లాస్ ఎట్లాగుంటుందో 1, 2, 3 రాసి చూపించారు, అది నేను ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశాను, చూసుకోండి. తర్వాత దేర్ ఆర్ హియర్ 3 to 12 sentences are there. They are to be transformed into if clause. Work hard, you will get success. Now what is this work hard? Work hard is a sentence, there is no subject in it. But work hard అని మనం ఎవరికి చెప్తాం? యూకి చెప్తాం. సో దో యూ ఈజ్ నాట్ దేర్, అండర్స్టాండబ్లీ యూ ఈజ్ దేర్. రైట్? సో నౌ ఇఫ్ యూ వర్క్ హార్డ్, యూ వర్క్ హార్డ్, దాని ముందు ఇఫ్ పెట్టాం. వర్క్ హార్డ్ నేను యూ పెట్టాను, ఇఫ్ పెట్టుకున్నాం. ఇఫ్ యూ వర్క్ హార్డ్ క్లాజ్ అయిపోయింది. కామా యూ విల్ గెట్ సక్సెస్ యాజ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్. రెండో సెంటెన్స్లో చేంజ్ లేదు. రెండోది డోంట్ టీజ్ ది డాగ్. ముందు ఇలా చెయ్యమన్నాడు, రెండు దాంట్లో ఇలా చేయొద్దు అన్నాడు. రెండు కూడా ఇంపారిటివ్ సెంటెన్సెస్సే. డోంట్ టీజ్ ద డాగ్ మీన్స్ యూ డోంట్ టీజ్ ద డాగ్. ఇఫ్ యూ టీజ్ ద డాగ్, డోంట్ టీజ్ ద డాగ్, ఇట్ విల్ బైట్ యూ. It will bite you. If you tease a dog, it will bite you. డోంట్ తీసేసాం, యూ పట్టుకొచ్చాం. టీజ్ ఏ డాగ్, ఒకవేళ నువ్వు కానీ కుక్కకి అల్లరి పెడితే ఆ కుక్క కరుస్తుంది నిన్ను అని. టీజ్ అంటే అల్లరి పెట్టడం. నెక్స్ట్ వాక్ ఫాస్ట్, వేరం పోరా, వేరం పోరా. యూ విల్ క్యాచ్ ద బస్. ఇఫ్ యూ వాక్ ఫాస్ట్, కామా యూ విల్ క్యాచ్ ది bus. Fourth one, study regularly. You will do well in the examinations. If you study well regularly, you will do well in the examination. That way, if and if you were to add, if it is imperative, subject లేకపోతే, సబ్జెక్ట్ ఉంటే ఓన్లీ ఇఫ్ మనం పెట్టుకొని ఈ రెండింటి వాక్యాలు మనం కలిపేసుకుంటాం. లాస్ట్ చెప్తున్నాను, గో టు బెడ్ ఎర్లీ. ఇఫ్ యూ గో టు బెడ్ ఎర్లీ. రీడ్ రెగ్యులర్లీ. ఇఫ్ యూ రీడ్ రెగ్యులర్లీ. డూ యువర్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ ప్రాంప్ట్లీ. ఇఫ్ యూ డూ యువర్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ ప్రాంప్ట్లీ. ఇఫ్ యూ డూ యువర్ ఎక్సర్సైజ్ ప్రాంప్ట్లీ. దట్ వే దీస్ 12 we are writing. And here, out of these, we can make out different things. What is that one? Here condition, here result. నువ్వు వెళ్తే నీకు ఇది ఇస్తా. వెళ్తే అన్నది కండిషను, ఇస్తా అన్నది రిజల్ట్. అవి విడదీసి ఇక్కడ రాయాలి. నెక్స్ట్ వన్. తర్వాత వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఎ నోటీస్ రైటింగ్. నోటీస్ రైటింగ్ ఈజ్ సంథింగ్ డిఫరెంట్, ఎంటైర్లీ డిఫరెంట్ ఫ్రమ్ లెటర్ రైటింగ్, essay writing, dialogue writing and all these things. The notice writing is we are supplying some information that should be very prominent. Suppose a notice talks about tomorrow is a holiday. Suppose it's talking about tomorrow is a holiday. The notice comes to the class. There it does not simply say tomorrow is a holiday. No. Tomorrow, the 13th of March 2017, Monday, is a holiday due to Holika Purnima. Right? Again, 14th March, we have the school in regular timetable. That way we have to give the complete information. If tomorrow is a holiday, what about day after? Is it necessary to be said? Yes, it is necessary. Everything. Suppose you are inviting your friend and you are put a notice on the board. Then you should speak about the time, venue, place, and all these things you should say. Notice it is. So here the notice has been written from the Government High School, Hyderabad, Green India Survey. We are conducting a survey. గ్రీన్ ఇండియా సర్వే. ఎన్ని చెట్లు పాతారు, ఎన్ని చెట్లు కొట్టేశారు, ఎంత గ్రీనరీ ఉంది అంతా మనం ఒక స్టాటిస్టిక్ చేయాలి. దానికి ఒక ఫార్మేట్ ఉన్నది, ఆ ఫార్మేట్ ఫిలప్ చేయాలి. కాబట్టి మన అందరం దీంట్లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేయాలి. దట్ ఈస్ ద నోటీస్. హౌ వీఆర్ పుటింగ్ ఫర్ ఎనీథింగ్, వెదర్ ఇట్ ఈస్ ఎ నోటీస్ ఆర్ ఎ లెటర్ ఆర్ ఎ నోట్ ఆర్ ఎనీథింగ్, ద డేట్ ఈజ్ ఎ మస్ట్. అండ్ దేర్ ఇన్ ఎ లెటర్ ద డేట్ ఇన్ ఫుల్ ఈజ్ ఎ మస్ట్. సే టుడే ఈజ్ 12th March క్లియర్లీ మనం రాయాలా. ఇట్ ఈస్ నాట్ దట్ 12-3-2-0-17 కాదు, తప్పది. దెన్ 12th March 2017 క్లియర్గా రాయాలా. కానీ నోటీస్లోనూ అలా రాయక్కర్లేదు. ఉత్తి డేట్ రాసి చాలంటే 12-03-2017. This is to inform you. This is to bring to your notice. This is for your information. This is for your information. This is to bring to your notice. This is to inform you. ఇది ఖచ్చితంగా ఈ ఫ్రేజ్లో మూడింట్లో ఒక ఫ్రేజ్ ఉండాలి. నెక్స్ట్, you, that Green India Survey Group, Hyderabad, have done a lot of work in raising awareness among the people living in Hyderabad about how all of us make our surroundings neat, clean and healthy. In order to make their efforts more focused, they wish to conduct a survey among the youth through a questionnaire. All of you are requested to cooperate. All of you are requested to cooperate. All of you are requested to attend. Right? That way the notice should specify what the person being informed should do. అతను ఏం చెయ్యాలి, ఈ నోటీస్ దేనికోసం, ఎక్కడ అటెండ్ అవ్వాలి, డేట్ ఏంటి, అవన్నీ ఖచ్చితంగా ఉండాలి నోటీస్లోనూ. వర్డ్ టు వర్డ్కి కనెక్షన్ ఉండాలి, చక్కగా రాయాలి. దట్ ఈస్ నోటీస్. సైన్డ్ బై, ఎవరు సైన్ చేస్తారో అది కూడా ఉండాలి. దెన్ ఇట్ బికమ్స్ ఎ నోటీస్. రైట్? సో నౌ వీఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు ది నెక్స్ట్ చాప్టర్, అండ్ ఇన్ నెక్స్ట్ చాప్టర్ వీఆర్ హ్యావింగ్ ఫన్, ఎ వెరీ గుడ్ ఫన్, అండ్ లెట్ us have it. So under Unit 5, what do we have to read for listening? That is, a little boy and a kind tree. See, the man grows up, becomes old. The tree helps the man as a child. The tree helps the man as he is a boy. Tree helps the man as he was a very young man. The tree helps the person, one who is going to earn. The tree helps the man when he is old. What do we learn? Throughout the age, a man is dependent on the tree. మనిషికి ఎంత వయస్సు ఉందో, ఎంత ఆయుష్ ఉందో, ఎంతవరకు జీవిస్తాడో అంతవరకు కూడాను చెట్టుతో పని ఉంటుంది. ఇఫ్ ఎట్ ఆల్ యు ఆర్ లయింగ్, రిక్లైనింగ్, and that reclining, the cot is made of wood. And if at all a person dies, he will be carried to the burial ground in a box made of wood. Or in our Hindus, there are bamboos are there. On that bamboo, he will be carried. అంటే ఈ చెట్టు మనిషికి కూడా విడదీయలేనటువంటి అనుబంధం ఉంది అని చెప్పడానికి ఈ కథ ఇక్కడ ఉంది. విడదీయనటువంటి means inseparable, cannot be separated. That kind of relation there exists between the man and the tree. Here, a little boy and a kind tree. A man, when he is a young child, he goes into the shade of the tree and plays over there and gets happiness. If he feels hungry, he looks up. There is fruit, and I cannot reach up to the fruit. Then what shall I do? I take a stone and throw it. Tree never gets angry upon you. Then it gives the fruit. You eat the fruit and you are satisfied. Right? When you need a house, again trees gives you the timber for the house. And again, when you want to earn something, you want something with which you have to travel, in the water if you have to go, on a voyage, you need a ship. And then also you cut the tree, you make a ship and you go abroad, you go far and wide in the ocean and you come back. You may come back, the ship may be wrecked. But at the time when the ship is wrecked, or if it is completely, what we can say is perished in the ocean, by that time you grow old and you have nowhere to go, you have to come back again here. You come back here and you are there. Your tree is there, which you already cut. Only a stump is left. And if the circumstances are good, situation is good, the stump may give rise to the, once again, there may be plant, there may be a tree. And if it is a very hot thing every year, no water supply, the stump gets dried up. Then what can we do out of it? You remove it from the earth, cut it into firewood, fire, and get warmth. Means all along the tree is there with you. That is the story. So let me read. I have given the gist to you already. Try to understand what is the thing given here. There is a story about a kind tree and a little boy. The little boy played in the shade of the tree, every day, day in, day out. In place of every day, you can write day in, day out. Every day, he used to play there. The tree loved him very much. The tree loved him because from the childhood, the tree sees the boy. One day, the boy sat at the foot of the tree. There were tears in his eyes. The boy played all day and tired, feeling hungry. He could not move. He sat under the tree, and who will come and who will feed me? With the same thought, he was weeping, and tears are rolling down. The tree looked, and what did he do? Why are you crying? Asked the tree. Because I am hungry, said the little boy. You see the conversation. Why are you crying? The tree asked. The boy replied, because I am feeling hungry. I feel hungry. I am hungry. I feel hungry. I am feeling hungry. I am hungry. Eat my fruit, said the kind tree, and bent down one of its branches. There were the fruits and was happy. The boy ate the fruits and was happy. The boy grew up. One day he sat under the tree. He was sad. Why are you sad? Asked the tree. I am going to marry, said the young man. But I have no house to live in. Cut down my branches, said the tree, and build a house. The young man built a house with the branches of the tree. The young man became a sailor. One day he sat under the tree. He looked unhappy. Why are you unhappy? Asked the tree. Because my captain is a bad man and cruel to me, said the sailor. I want to have my own ship. Cut down my trunk and build a ship, said the tree. The sailor built a ship on his own. The tree was gone. Only the stump was there. In 10 years, the sailor lost his ship. He came home. He was a helpless old man. One cold winter day, the old man stood near the stump of the old tree. He leaned on his stick and trembled with cold. Make a fire out of me, said the stump of the tree, and warm yourself. The stump of the kind tree burned in the fire. The tree did not get anything in return from the man. Here is the one more thing we have to observe when we read the story. ఈ మనిషి ఆ చెట్టుకి ఏమీ ఇవ్వలేదు. ప్రతి ఏజ్లో కూడాను ఎప్పుడైతే అవసరం వచ్చిందో చెట్టే ఇతనికి సహాయం చేసింది. దాట్ ఈస్ ద వండర్ ఇన్ ద స్టోరీ. మనం ట్విస్ట్ అనుకున్నాం కదా, ఆ ట్విస్ట్ ఈ స్టోరీలో ఉన్న ట్విస్ట్ ఏంటి? చెట్టుకి మనిషి ఏమీ చేయలేదు. ఇన్ ద గ్రోత్ ఆఫ్ ది ట్రీ, the man has nothing to do. But in the growth of the man, the tree helped him at every stage. And so the story's name is The Little Boy and the Kind Tree. Always it is kindful. Even you may throw stones at it, it won't beat you again, it won't shout at you. It will supply you fruit and suffices your hunger. That is the tree and the man, that is the relation. So, this chapter, what we learned here is a reading, plant a tree, why it is important that we are learning, we have learned it, and we have to plant a tree now so that our generation, next generations may take the fruit of that plant. Second, if a tree could speak or if a tree could talk, what it would talk to you, what it would speak to you. Not only tree, the air, the water, the atmosphere, the animal, the earth, everything. If at all they have the capacity to speak, what they tell you. That is what we have learned here. Children, speak up. Now this lesson, it inspires us. What is the inspiration we get? We have to speak ourselves up. We have to come out. We have to express. We should be expressive so that our wishes should be known by our elders. If I want a gun and that gun has the colors, if I press the trigger, the gun should spray the color that I want for this Holi. If my father brings that old conventional, the pichikari, I don't want it. Yesterday I spoke to my father and said, Father, I want this Holi, no, I want to play colors. Okay, I'll bring it. And in the evening when father comes, I have seen, he brought that conventional pichikari. Then I'll have to weep, I will have to cry, because it has already been done. Your father cannot return it and he cannot get that banduk or that gun. And so you have to speak your whatever there in your mind, you have to speak up. You have to tell them. Here, a 13 years old girl, she had been to the World Summit on the environmental. There were many representatives from political side, from business side, from the trade side, from every walk of the people, representatives are there, sitting in front of the mics. She went inside and she told, "You are having the conference here. Do you feel any responsibility for us?" She questions and says, feel responsibility for us, for your children, for the next generations. She has told. Means you have to speak up. You should tell them, I want this. Now, lastly, what we are having here is what is the relation between the man and the tree. What a man is doing to the tree, what a tree is doing to the man, that we are seeing here. Thus, the whole unit speaks about atmosphere, the warming up, global warming or pollution, right? About all these things we are learning here in this unit. This lesson is environmental awareness we get through this lesson, unit completely. Now, how to write answers for the questions. So that is what we are seeing, and vocabulary we are seeing. Next, grammar, what we have in this unit.